All right, so we are now starting the second cross-examination for the WHINSEC argument. Now, Radley, first you hit me with a 4-point refutation in which you compare WHINSEC to a public school, where you say that if you take the stats from any school, there's going to be bad people in them and good people in them, comparing to the public school. My first question is, how much evidence would it take for you to say that bad people do disproportionately come out of this school?
Well, whether or not it's disproportionately, I don't think is the case, because I'm sure you could find something on that. It's whether or not in general that we can find causation within WHINSEC itself. Without that, I don't think you can hold up the argument.
Okay, and second, you liken it more to public schools where nobody really has a choice of that they're going there, whereas I would consider it more of a private school, since people choose to go to these schools specifically to learn specific things. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, you could definitely say that, but at the same time you have to keep in mind that tragedies still happen on college campuses where people go with their own choice and with their own money.
Okay. What would it take to blame an institute and not individuals?
I think we'd have to see a lot more insights on specifically what they're teaching, down to who they're hiring and faculty, and how the entire operation is ran.
Okay. The second 4-step refutation that you took is you basically said that governments are going to do what governments are going to do. And I'm asking you, should it not be we as world leaders in America, should we not be striving for better ideals?
We should, but in the current political climate, I think we still need to keep our best interests at heart and not always play the hero.
Also, you mentioned that Latin America, at the point, their opponents in a communist uprising would be bad for America currently. How is this bad for America if it doesn't directly affect us?
Well, I think it does directly affect us in terms of things such as border states, and when you have spies and undercover people trying to influence or compromise our national security.
Okay. And lastly, on topicality, you argue that that WHINSEC itself is not in Latin America. Who is affected by WHINSEC?
It's not about who is affected, however. You can point out that people in South America are affected, which I will grant you. The point being, it is still not in Latin America itself, effect or not. Where it is located is in America, and if the goal is to remove something from Latin America, I suggest it takes place in Latin America.
Thank you very much.